Oh, hello. You just caught me having my breakfast. Yeah, I'm having my breakfast. I put my toast in the toaster. It's got a bit burnt. And here I've got my tea, which I think I need to put on my coaster, so I don't burn the table. Have you ever noticed how many sounds there are when you have your breakfast? It's funny, isn't it? I think we should have a little look at again. Do you remember the action? Ready? Nice and fast. Nice and slow. Nice and loud. Nice and quiet. Yeah. And do you remember there are two ways of writing aren't there? Now, you're going to need a pen or a pencil and a nice piece of paper. There are two ways of writing Can you remember what they are? Can you remember? Can you write one before I do? Let's see. So there's the letter U and R, which makes the sound Have you got that one? There's one more, isn't there? There's the letter, oh, well done if you've already written it. The letter E, and then the letter R. The letter U and R makes the sound and the letter E and R makes the sound Now we need to draw a line down the middle of our page like this. And just to make it look pretty, let's put them in that sort of oval shape. An oval. A bit like an egg, isn't it? And Right. I think we need to say these a few times just to get them in our heads. So, what you're going to do is get your finger, point to your sheet, and when you point to the letter, you're going to say the letter name. Then you're going to point to your lips, do the action, and say the sound. Ready? 3, 2, 1. The letters U and R make the sound Very good. Now the letters E and R make the sound One time, all by yourself now, okay? I'm going to be quiet. The letters Very good. And now over here, the letters That's it, it's and That's the thing though, isn't it? It can be a bit confusing. Which one do you use? Well, the thing to do is to practice. And to practice, we need to sing our song. Is it or is it I think maybe today we should say the letter names in our song. Is it UR or is it ER? That's not the sound, it's the letter names. Is it UR or is it ER? And when you sing, I want you to point to the letters. So it will be, is it UR or is it ER? Okay? 1, 2, 3. Is it UR or is it ER? Is it UR or is it ER? What have I got here? I've got some grass in a box. How strange. Now, another name for grass is turf. Turf. A piece of grass is a piece of turf. Can you say that one for me? Turf. Say it long to hear all the sounds. Turf. Turf. Earth. Earth. Turf. Is it UR or is it ER? Do you remember our rule? UR normally comes in the middle of a word, and ER normally comes at the end. So look, earth. It's in the middle, isn't it? Can you write it before I do? Earth, turf. Excellent. Now give yourself a tick if you got it right. If you use the wrong or you put it on the wrong side, that's fine. Just cross it out and then put it on the right side. Give yourself a tick. If you wrote it before I did, give yourself 2 ticks. 1, 2. Okay, let's have a look at what is next. Are you ready to sing along? We're going to sing, is it UR or is it ER? 1, 2, 3. Is it UR or is it ER? Is it UR or is it ER? Yeah, it's my breakfast again. Piece of pita bread, and I thought I would put it in the toaster. Toaster. Now that's an word, but actually the one I want to talk about is burnt. Look at this. It is burnt. It's no good. I can't eat that. I left it in the toaster too long. Burnt. Burnt. Now, the word burnt. Is it UR or is it ER? It's definitely got in it, hasn't it? Let's make it long, and then we can see if that UR comes in the middle of the word, or is it ER that comes at the end? Is the in the middle or at the end? Let's make it long. Say it slowly. Burnt. 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 Are you saying it? Burnt. Now you're going to sound it out with your fingers. Ready? I'll do it. How many sounds? Yeah, 4 sounds. So is that sound in the middle somewhere, or is it right at the end? It's not at the end, is it? It's at the end. So it's UR. It's UR. Burnt. Can you write it before I do? That's the question. First sound. B. Burn. And last sound is t. Burnt. Now give yourself a tick if you got that one right. If you need to make any changes, cross it out. Then give yourself a tick. So for example, you might have done this. Just got your B back to front, okay? Lots of people do that. But you just need to cross that out and change it. Just draw the correct way above. Yeah, give yourself a tick now. If You did it before I did. Well done. You get 2 ticks. 2 ticks. So good. Now let's see what's next. Whoops. Ready to sing along? 1, 2, 3. Is it a E-R? Shall we start again? Sorry. 1, 2, 3. Is it U-R? Or is it E-R? Is it U-U-R? Or is it E-R? Now with my burnt pita bread in the morning, I like to have a cup of tea. Problem is, the cup's hot. If I put it on the table, it might burn the table. So I put a coaster underneath. A coaster, called a coaster, okay? A coaster. Let's see if that one is U-R or E-R. A long word, isn't it? Coaster. Coaster. I have to say it slowly first. Really slowly. Coaster. Coaster. K-O-S-T. How many sounds did you get? Have another go. K-O-S-T. Did you count them on your fingers? K-O-S-T. Coaster. 5 sounds. First sound was k, k. But before we write it, is it U-R or E-R? K-O-S-T. Is that sound in the middle or at the end? It's at the end, isn't it? K-O-S-T. So it must be over here. Coaster. K first. Letter C. Now can you write it before I do? K-O. O. O. Do you remember how to write that one? O and what else? What's next? Yeah, it's A. K-O. K-O. S. S. T. Coast. Coast. Letters E and R. Coaster. Very good. Now if you spelt that one right, well done. It's a long word. Super stuff. Give yourself a big tick. If you need to make any changes, that's fine. Just do your crossing out, change it, then give yourself a tick. If you wrote it before I did, you get 2 ticks. And that's very, very good. Let's see what's next. One, 2, 3. Is it U-R? Or is it E-R? Is it U-R? Or is it E-R? This book again, The Jolly Postman. It's such a good book, this. We started it on Monday. Once upon a bicycle, so they say, a jolly postman came one day from over the hills and far away with a letter for the 3 bears. Do you remember you wrote your letter, didn't you? It said, "Dear Mum." I won't look at the letter today. So, the bears read the letter, except Baby Bear. The postman drank his tea, and what happened next we'll very soon see. Off went the postman, toodle-doo, in his uniform of postal blue, to a gingerbread cottage and garage too, with a letter for the Wicked Witch. A letter here for the Wicked Witch. Now, I'm going to open that letter in a minute. You've got to do me a favour first. You've got to write the word letter. Letter. This is a letter, isn't it? A letter. This is the envelope and this is what's inside. We need to write letter before I open that up. So, letter. Make it long, okay? Make it long. Letter. Don't be shy. Say it out loud. Letter. Letter. Was that in the middle of the word or at the end? It's at the end. It's the last sound. So it's ER. Now, can you write it before I do? Ooh. 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 The letter E. Now, this word has two T's, okay? Two T's making the sound T in this word. Just a little tip for you. Letter. Very, very good. Letter. If you got that one right, give yourself a tick. Make any changes, give yourself a tick. Or 2 ticks if you wrote it before I did. Once you've written it, I can look inside this letter. This letter is for the Wicked Witch. I wonder what's inside. Wonder. Another word. So many words end in Oh, look at this letter. How wonderful. Oh, I think it's things that the witch can buy. It's like an advert, isn't it? Do you remember Willy the Champ? He saw an advert in a book. This is like an advert. All sorts of things that the witch might like to buy. Down here is frog powder. Frog powder. Just add water. So you add water to the powder and you get a frog. How funny. Lots of funny things here, aren't there? Lovely. Frog powder. That's another word, isn't it? Powder. 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 Now, I would like you to write powder, but this time I'm not going to give you any help at all, okay? Just remember to make it long, the word powder, sound it out, and then check, does come at the end or in the middle? Then you're going to write it on the right side, okay? So you're going to need to pause the video to do that all by yourself. Get ready? Pause now. Pause. Did you get it right? Look. Powder. 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 Give yourself 3 ticks if you got that right. Super stuff. Now, what I'd like you to do is write a sentence, okay, using 1 or 2 or 3 of these words. You could say, I burnt my toast. I burnt my toast. Okay? You could say, I wrote a letter to Mum. Which you did, didn't you? You said, Dear Mum, I love you. You can use any of these words, but I need at least one sentence from you, okay? Ready? You're going to need to pause the video again to do that. So, once you finish that, the last thing for phonics today is to open up your Scofield and Sim's Sound Phonics Phase 4 book. And we need to turn to page number 30. 30. A 3 and then a 0. A 3 and a 0. Now, what you need to do today is you need to read all of these words that are in the balloons, okay? And some of them are real words, and some of them are made up words. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to colour it in, okay, if the word is real. Colour in the word if it is real. So let's give an example here. Oast. Roast. Roast is a real word, isn't it? You can have a roast dinner. So you would colour that in. If any of these aren't real words, you don't colour them in, okay? So, once you've done that, that is the end of your phonics for today. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow. Have a lovely day. Bye.